Hi, it's Amber. We're just in the warehouse today, going to talk Autumn 101, one of my favourite times of year, autumn, particularly in the veggie patch. Really great time of year to grow cool season vegetables. And the number one trick is get them in now while the soil temperatures are warm. Too many people wait until the cooler weather has come, the soil temperatures are cool, the plants really don't take off as quickly. So getting your seeds in now is really important. And within the next month or so, when you see your temperatures around 18 to 21, even up to 24 across Australia, is a great time to get your seeds and seedlings in. Now, I love growing brassicas. The really fabulous thing about that is you can plant the seeds or seedlings in the soil now, get a little bit of growth on them. All of the cabbage moths go to sleep over winter, yay! So a tiny little bit of spraying just while they're young and the temperatures are warm, then you can just hop inside, you'll be inside near the fireplace, the garden's ready to go gangbusters when the spring weather hits, and before you know it, you'll have big heads of broccoli, cabbage, cauliflower, all those exciting things. Along with those, you can plant onions, leeks, lettuces actually do like a little bit of a cooler weather, but still with a bit of warmth so we don't end up with any fungal disease. So definitely get all of the leafy crops in as well. So if you're raising brassicas and onions and leeks and all these wonderful things from seed, you'll need a really good quality seed raising mix. So that's what I use. If you want to make it even more super powered as far as holding moisture to make your life easier, you can blend a little bit of coir pith through. So coir is a coconut, pith is the finest grade for small seeds. I tend to grow in a tray like this. You can grow in the tray directly by putting the dirt straight in. It does make it hard to dig the seedlings out, so you might prefer to grow in some punnets. 10 punnets fit in one of our trays, that's why they're called a metric. We've got open cell, 6 cell, and we sell a 4 cell and an 8 cell as well. But between the 6 cell and the open cell, you can't really go wrong. If you prefer to grow a few larger crops, like maybe you're in a warmer climate and you're wanting to grow some zucchini still or pumpkins, then you might want to grow them in the little pots. Now, the great thing about this tray is if you're growing it on a surface outside and you don't want any of the water to stain or damage your table or leak on the floor, we have this tray. It's an under tray that you can sit the open tray with the drainage holes inside, and that protects your surfaces from getting wet. Every now and then, if it does fill up because you've been doing lots of watering and not much evaporation, easy to just take it and tip it out. If you've got cooler temperature drops at night and you're worried that the soil temperature is cooling too much, which will hamper your seed germination, we sell these awesome clear tops. So again, that just fits snugly on top either size tray. Comes with 3 vent holes, one in the top and one either end. So I tend to put this on at night if the temperatures are dropping quite a bit, just to keep the seedlings warm, and I'll close them up. If you're in a cooler part of Australia or inland and it is really quite cold even during the day, you might be able to leave the vents half open or leave one open or close them up entirely. That will also trap the moisture in there, which will condensate and drip back down. Super easy. Another idea for growing seedlings is using what we sell as peat pellets. So this is what they look like when they haven't had any moisture added to them yet. If you pop that in a little container of water, within minutes, it will swell up to a little pot like this size. This is really great for the larger seeds. That's where I've had the most success. This is full of peat. It's in a little Geotex biodegradable casing. So you can plant the whole thing in the ground without much root disturbance. If you've got a lot of roots in there and you prefer to give them a head start, you can simply peel it back gently and then place it in your hole. So less root disturbance is best. The other thing I really love about autumn is all the leaves start dropping. we get to collect all these valuable resources and pop them in our compost bins. Another thing that will be falling is some of the leaves on our peaches, nectarines, and other stone fruit. Now, you may have heard that leaf curl is an issue with stone fruit, and that spraying in spring at bud swell, and again 1 week later to catch anything you didn't get, so I recommend 2 sprays in spring. That's not the only 2 sprays. Your first spray really should start in autumn when the leaves drop. So copper oxychloride is a really great product. It's able to be used in vegetable gardens and on your food products. It only has a 1-day withholding period, so it's really quite good at cleaning up any of the fungal issues on any of your edibles. The other thing that is also happening this time of year, as the weather cools, we'll start to see some of those cool season weeds creep into our lawn. Winter grass is one of them that really grows well in a cooler temperature drop in the soil. I love this product, Barricade. So this is a pre-emergent, so it won't kill what's there, but it will stop the weed seeds germinating. So any of the weed seeds that fell into the soil, if you missed the boat last year and you had weeds in your lawn, now is the time to get in front, be on the front foot. So your clovers start germinating as the weather drops, your winter grass starts germinating. Let's get that weed seed load down in your soil. And a really exciting thing, Barricade will very soon be available in a 250 ml size bottle. It really goes quite a long way. So I think a lot of the home gardeners will be excited to see that the 250 ml come online. So watch this space. Anyway, so yeah, that's autumn. Get out there, get your hands dirty, have some fun, and happy gardening.